Around the world, fungal diseases have been killing millions of frogs and bats and snakes. And a newly emerging disease in salamanders in Europe is scaring biologists here. So the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service has introduced a ban on their import to try to protect amphibians in the U.S. But now scientists see some hope in soil bacteria that get onto the salamanders and frogs and apparently protect them. Doug Woodhams is an assistant professor of biology at UMass Boston who's been working with amphibians in Panama, and he explained what his team has found to Living on Earth's Helen Palmer.
Now, you've been looking at the kind of fungal diseases that attack frogs and salamanders, and you found some good news.
Yes. So some of the amphibians have beneficial bacteria that live on their skin, and these have antifungal properties.
This is kind of like having good bacteria in your gut, for instance, that stop you from getting sick.
Exactly, yeah. So the amphibian skin is a mucosal surface just like our guts, and they are also protected by microbiota.
Is there any evidence that these good bacteria actually work against these devastating funguses?
Yeah, there's quite a bit of evidence. Many of the bacteria that we can culture from some amphibian species are able to inhibit the fungus in culture. We also have some population-level data that shows populations that tend to have these antifungal bacteria can persist with BD in the environment and survive.
BD is?
BD is the chytrid fungus that's been spreading around the world and devastating amphibian populations. So salamanders, frogs, toads. So populations that tend to have more of these beneficial bacteria seem to be surviving, and populations that don't have as many of the individuals that have these beneficial bacteria seem to disappear.